Alrighty. Right, no big intros today. We're going straight in. Hungarian dancing would have been much better. I know indeed. It's a bit dark in here, isn't it? Even with my lights on, it's a bit dark. Is it? I'm light on, I refuse. I flat out refuse. And my cam. How are we doing, boys and girls? Good evening. I had a thought earlier. My thinking brain kicked in, and my thinking brain was like, you know what? Tailoring seems to be possible to level up with, like, nothing but vendor reagents. Maybe we can level tailoring on the actual leveling servers. Now, you may ask, what is the point in that? But I want to test a couple of things. I want to test if, firstly, they've implemented any quests. I could dig through game files and try and find this sort of stuff, but it's easier to not have to. Secondly, there's a possibility that you have to have your professions to a certain level before certain stuff starts showing up. So I want to try a couple of things. I want to try leveling Bo Peep, who is, surprise, surprise, a hunter. No shocks there, I don't think. Why am I so not in the center of my cameras? Better. Right, Bo Peep, stop your dancing. Stop your dancing, stop your dancing. Right. Yeah, I suddenly realised that a big old stack of spool of wilder threads, and I can probably level tailoring. I guess. We just need to do it. Oh no, because we're not going to have fucking Duskweave to get the first few things done. How do I get a handful of Duskweave to begin with to get the first few points? Until we can unlock this. We need mining. How do we get Duskweave? Shadow-infused cloth sourced by tailors from humanoids throughout Kazalgar.
Both, I hope.
I guess we can figure this out. We just go kill some humanoid stuff. Gumdrops, my man. Welcome in. Good evening. 30 months. Love that. Thank you, my man. Appreciate it. Hope you are well. What this also means is this character should have access to the war bank.
I have calibrated my prices to be reasonable.
Weave. I've got some spools. I've got some weaver cloth bolts.
My thanks for your patience.
Auction house? Odds on there being any on the auction house? Got to be something on the auction house, right? How's it hanging? Slightly to the left.
My directive is to serve you.
Reagents, filter, current expansion only, go. Weaver cloth. Need weaver cloth. What is it I need? Why do some things not have any info? You fuckers. You absolute fuckers. Who's this? Right. Okay. Nothing's ever easy, is it? Weaver cloth. What? Weaver cloth. Isle of Dawn. Candlelit loot snatchers. Or mosk root mycomancers. Candlelit loot snatchers. These fellas. Right, we're gonna go get some. We're gonna go get some. We're gonna go get some. If I don't put this on Shift C, I'm gonna cry. Yeah, we probably won't be streaming for too long this evening. I don't often stream in the evenings, and that's a problem because I should, especially whilst we're doing testing stuff. I should definitely do more evening something or others. Is it up here? I need to find some candle-lit loot snatchers and kill a bunch of them. Yes, this area. Yes, kill you. Where's my pet? Weaver cloth. Now we're cooking.
The kobolds are vandalizing and pillaging Morning Rise again.
Probably should have brought my actual tailor rather than making a new character.
I don't have a target.
Look to your schedule. Your stream usually wraps up 6 to 7 a.m. my time. Yeah, that's I'm aware my schedule doesn't work very well for Team NA. This is one of the reasons I really should try more to not stream at stupid hours. Oh. Cool. Warband until equipped. Two-handed axe, level 71. Only item level 450 though, so it's a bit stinky. Yeah, this is, I know my schedule doesn't work well at all for Team NA. Auto loot on. There's part of me that thinks that going into the War Within, especially, I should probably fix that. Admittedly, we'll be doing 12-hour streams most day, at least through early access anyway. But like in the testing phases, I've started to notice actually an uptick in the amount of people that watch the VODs, which is a clear indication to me that there are people who would like to watch but don't get to because I don't do any streams at, you know, social hours. Which I should.
I need to target something first.
Right, how much of this stuff do we need to do it was 5 per unraveling, wasn't it? Yeah, 5 cloths to do an unraveling, but earlier we noticed it was busted. So if I just quickly farm up 10, 20 of these. Yeah, balance is hard, and I'm a stickler for once I have a schedule and a routine, it grabs me. But this evening I was like, right, well I'm going to be playing this anyway. Plus it's beer o'clock in my land. Especially with the hot weather. Why not? Ooh, 3 from there. We'll take that. Be sure pet's doing pet things, I mind. In theory, I need at least 25. And I've got 6. I say in theory because it's a bit bugged at the moment. It doesn't always consume 5. Ooh, what was that? BOE. There's also part of me that wants to be able to use this tailoring character to also make do enchanting as well. Or more importantly, disenchanting. Disenchanting giving knowledge points, by the way. I don't know if I've publicized that much. Disenchanting giving knowledge points is an interesting twist. Interesting in terms of the fact that I want to know if it's capped. And I want to know if enchanting can just run away with it. Because it's also requiring an awful lot more knowledge points this time. Enchanting was quite, well, relatively quick to level in Dragonflight, but I think it's like 200 extra knowledge points or something this time. There's also the possibility here that we might have stumbled across a very lucrative 2x4 farm early days. Or just hyperspawn in general. Why are you evading? Thank you for streaming. I enjoy it. Sometimes I think I enjoy it too much. I enjoy it so much, in fact, that I often let it get in the way of doing real things. Oh, 3 Weaver. Oh, these things go... Ah, that's where all my health's going. I wondered where all my health was going. These things drop a bomb when they die. Or some of them do. I guess it's the boomers that drop bombs when they die. Yeah, I hadn't noticed that. Don't stand too close. Right, 9. We need more than 9. I wonder if all of these other people have also had the same thought as me. Or whether all of these are actually you. And 11.
Target.
Oh, 3 more. We'll take it. 14. $14, $15, $16, $17. Right, few more. Oh my god, lag spike. We dead? Are we done? Game over? Not like this. Right, I think we're disconnected. Well, that's a great start, isn't it? Fantastic start. Try that again. Is any profession looking more promising than the others, or is it the same song and dance as before? There are not too many dramatic changes. There are some professions that have some interesting twists. Engineering has gone full-on discovery mode again. And more importantly than anything else, makes a crafted mount. Now, crafted mounts is always fun. What else have we got? Inscription, by the looks of things, is no longer responsible for making Darkmoon cards. And even contracts appear to be warbound, so not tradable, which is also another twist. Alchemy has this new thaumaturgy system, which I'm very undecided how profitable it's going to be. It greatly depends on how quickly we can make blasphemites with it. The reality for me is they've done a great job of not making any one single profession stand out, which I think is almost a skill in itself. The fact the fact is that your concentration bar is going to be your limit. You are only going to be able to log on and make a small amount of top quality things with any profession. Now that means that it is going to take a much wider team effort of the player base to fill the market with all the stuff that it wants. Now, at least on paper, that means every profession should have a good shot at things. Wherever you choose to spend your concentration, you are likely to make some profit, at least short term. How it's going to play out long term, time will tell, but I know for a fact that the professions I will play with most will be exactly the same as I always do. I main a leather worker and a jewel crafter. Always have done, always will. Shortly following, I have a paladin that has both blacksmithing and enchanting, so they're two professions I will focus on pretty heavily. My mage is a tailor, yet my mage doesn't see that much play personally, because mage just annoys me. So much so I've been very tempted to just pick another character, just pick tailoring again. With absolutely everything seemingly going account wide, the need to continuously play the same characters with the same professions is less and less important. For example, alchemy and engineering for Dragonfly, I put on a completely separate, brand new character, and I don't really care. I would like to play the game though, Blizzard. Is anybody else stuck in login boss simulator mode right now?
The kobolds are
Haha!
rising and
Look at the
pillaging
devil.
Morning Rise again. Please stop them in any way you can.
Did you mention cooking? Cooking actually looks like there might be the potential to squeeze some profit into cooking. Just by how most people won't be able to handle the maths of cooking, which means there'll be a little bit more profit hidden in the cracks. Cooking is what I described as a Russian doll profession. So you make one basic food. That basic food then is a material for the more advanced food. That more advanced food then goes into your top tier food, and a bunch of different top tier foods go into making the feasts. So it's kind of like pyramid shaped. You need to make a bunch of foods. They go into slightly less foods, then go into like a handful of foods, and then you make your feast, which ultimately means there's like 3 if not 4 steps in the process. And it means somewhere along the lines you'll be able to squeeze some profit in there. Now, cooking speeds are obviously the thing that usually holds you back. So, we'll see. Oh dear, I've just realised all my UI is now broken. I must not have done a reload on that character. Whoops. Options, interface, bars. You, please. Let's try that again. We got 20. I need 5 more. Love me a good pyramid scheme. Exactly. Nothing better than a good pyramid scheme, especially one that you're at the top of. Call me a pharaoh. I love me a pyramid scheme. Oi, what are you doing online?
I don't have a target.
Little bit of a cheeky bonus evening stream. Bismuth lockbox. First time I've seen one of those, I think. Flamekeeper Graz, are you a rare? You are. Not one I'm going to be able to take out right now, though. What the cap in there? Where's all me cloth gone?
I need to get closer. I need to target something first.
At the start of this expansion, I couldn't do the maths, so I think I either lost or went even for a while until I figured it out. There's part of me that thinks the maths is going to be easier in the War Within. But then there's also part of me that thinks that there is going to be two right answers for everything. There's ultimately going to end up being two crafting costs for everything. Because you're going to have the crafting cost for if you can guarantee it, and you're going to have the crafting cost if you're using concentration. Your profit margin is the difference between those two values and how much concentration it costs you to use. You initially, obviously once you've got those two numbers, you do also need to then take into consideration resourcefulness and multi-craft, which does complicate the maths a little bit. But I suspect add-ons will turn up to help with that, doing it quickly on the fly. Oh, come on. Why have these now stopped dropping Wildercloth? Don't you have flipping... Don't you be hotfixing my farms, like, whilst I'm doing it? What the hell's going on here? Literally since that disconnect, I don't think we've had a single cloth.
I need to target something first.
Right, this is getting into like weird conspiracy levels now. I didn't mean to pull big dude. Back there's doing bits though, it's fine. Oh, that's why auto loot's also off. We do, whoops. Reload. Yeah, so I'm going to need to do this a couple of times because I want to, firstly, see if on this level 70 character, if once we've leveled up our professions, any quests show up. That's like profession quests. I'm looking at like work order quests. I'm looking at like weekly crafting quests, anything along those lines, because those historically require some skill in the profession to do. And tailoring currently, because it's a little bit busted and hasn't been fixed yet, is relatively easy to level up, even on the leveling servers. Hopefully without doing too much farming. I have 21 weaver thread. I need 25 to make sure I don't have to come back. No, I don't. I only need 20 because I have one skill by default. Oh, I'm done. I'm done. Let's get out of it. And let's get back to the city. I mathed wrong.
I need to target something first.
Right. Let's peace out of here. Now, back to Dornogal. See, I'm starting to even learn the names of places. Took me a while. Where's the this one's tailoring. Boop. Tailor's work table, tailor trainer. Unraveling, go. Boom. There we go, skill 5. From here, in theory, if I plan this correctly, we can actually level tailoring with just vendor items, which is broken, but it is a thing. How did we do it earlier? We did unraveling until skill 10. Screw that. A bunch of weaver cloth bolts. Just get a few thousand of these. I don't know how many we need. That should be enough to get the job done, right? Weaver cloth bolts up to 15. Pioneer's slippers for 5. Recraft equipment unlocked. Robes. Up to 25. 25 is often... how much bonus experience did I gain there? It didn't tell me. What happened to me? I don't know. Did get some bonus experience. Sorry, distracted. Kazalgar tailoring specializations. Mm, 25 is often a milestone point where I was thinking maybe something would show up here. Now, for reference, I have already got a character to 80, so this character is also technically in like adventure mode, and you can see experience gains increased by 5% up until level 80, because I've already leveled the one character. But we've hit level 25 and nothing magical's happened. 25 to 30 was cloth robes. Need more bolts. Just make a bunch of these, honestly. Actually, how much experience did that give me? Oh, none. We also didn't get a first time craft bonus for that. Yeah, okay. Tailoring is still super busted right now, but we can get it leveled up now. When it's eventually hotfixed, we'll have it leveled up. And it will be fine. 29. 30. Anything new? Anything shiny popping up? 30 to 40 was a shitload of Pioneer cloth cords. Loads of these now. Why did we go all the way to 40? Maybe because this cloak... Yeah, we learn the cloak and it instantly doesn't give it skill ups. And we get the Weaver Cloth reagent bag that's actually annoyingly expensive to make. Okay. Just think, was it Shadowlands? I believe it was Shadowlands beta, where we had to test... I believe it was the Shadowlands beta where we were testing profession leveling, and the only way I could do it was by first farming the materials needed, which was madness to think about it. Only because I was cheesing the... What was that garden place?
Let's make sweet, sweet profit
Joker
together.
with the Prime. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Good evening. What was the little Night Vale garden thing that I was able to cheese to generate materials, which I then funneled into testing the leveling of professions? Oh, how far the testing platforms have come in just like 2 expansions. Right, we take this all the way to 40. Thank God they now have vendors for that. I know. Can you imagine trying to test leveling legendaries now? Oh my God. It'd be so easy. Where are we going from here? Just hoods, sure. So much farming just to test. Yeah, the crazy... I was lucky. I sent out minions to go and do it. I sent people to go out and they were sending me their materials in the mailbox just so I could test things. Stream of privileges, right? I'm sure you had the same. 45 to 50s, gloves or mantles, sure. It's skill 50 where I suspect something might pop up. Additionally, it might not have been added to the game yet. Right, 50. Yeah, 50 is often a milestone point. So let's do a reload. Are we now? I mean, there's nothing showing up here. You're not showing anything yet. The quest vendor down here. This is an introduction request. The Warband has previously completed this.
I have calibrated my prices to be reasonable.
Is there any follow-up quests, though? Find code tag on the eastern part of the foregrounds. Use their tailoring table. Bingo. And into you. Any follow-ups? No follow-ups. No follow-up quests. Okay. Because you also have been offering quests to gatherers for the work orders. So I'm led to believe that they're just not implemented yet at all for crafting professions. That said then, I'm going to push this to 75 just in case that changes anything. These, I guess. 52, yeah, 5 of these. Now, if only I wore cloth gear. It's doing this on a hunter was a really dumb idea, actually. I definitely should have done this on a clothy just so I could have used the gear. Whatever. Oh, that was a lot of experience. What are we on? 20 to 134,000. From 134 to 147. That's a pretty sizable amount of experience still for first-time crafts. Sheesh. I'm starting some beta testing next week for the website and so on. What professions are the most finished? It's easier to tell you which ones are not. Tailoring is only just in a workable state. Tailoring is still very broken. Inscription is in the same boat, very broken. Blacksmithing has had some improvements, but I still think is very broken. Alchemy's looking good. Jewel crafting's looking good. Leatherworking is looking okay. Yeah. Cooking has actually... cooking's been almost finished, I think. But obviously it's a secondary profession, so there's less to worry about. Yeah, roughly. Did anybody find out where the Darkmoon card drops? World drops? Fishing, believe it or not, seems to be the primary source for Darkmoon cards this time round. The individual ace through till 8 cards can all be fished up. There's a strong chance that they will just be world drops. But at the moment, the only way people seem to be able to get them is via fishing. It also looks like scribes are just not going to make them. Scribes can play around with the completed decks and they can turn the completed trinkets into sigils. So they can take a Darkmoon trinket and they can turn it into an optional crafting reagent, an embellishment, so that you can apply the trinket power to another piece of gear. Is kind of the process that scribes take care of this time. But producing the cards, I think, is a world drop thing. Which very much makes me think that they might be sort of like cartelized. Use a word, that's not a word, is it? But if somebody out there, or if some bodies out there decide that, you know what, we're just gonna like buy every single 8 that ever appears, so that nobody can complete decks without buying 8s. You know, goblins do goblin things, right? Weaver cloth embroidery threads. These puppy dogs. could re-roll the cards. I saw something about that, yeah. That's still not... You can't pick the outcome, though. So, like, you could take the cheapest one you possibly can and maybe re-roll it and hopefully get, like, the not-so-cheapest one. I think. There's something along those lines. RNG will still kick you in the nuts, especially if they're expensive. What am I missing? I need more bolts. So this is going to be another start every character as a tailor for the experience and acuity before going to your real profession scenario. Well, probably not. And the reason I say probably not, because tailoring's not finished. Tailoring is only just in workable form. Having a spool of weaver thread on the vendors is that it's probably going to go away. It's probably not going to be on vendors. You look on the vendors, you actually will spot that there is this stuff, moss wool thread. Which hasn't been implemented in anything yet. So when they do their rebalance of all of the materials, I would expect spool of weaver thread to go away. It won't be on the vendors anymore, and it'll instead be replaced by anything that uses moss wool. Or moss wool thread will be added on to every craft as your vendor material for tailoring. So this isn't going to be something you can do long term. This is just me cheesing the system for now, just to see if getting to like level 60, 50, 75, whatever, unlocks quests or anything, but I didn't expect it would, but if you don't test these things, you don't know. Did you find anything like the alchemical flavor pocket? Yes. Cooking has it baked in now. Haha, baked in. Pun intended. Cooking has the ability for you to make what are known as hearty meals. I couldn't give you the German translation. But hearty meals basically do the same thing. You take 5 cooked pieces of food and you turn them into one hearty meal, and that hearty meal persists through death. Exactly like the flavor pocket. It doesn't give you anything to farm that could be nice and expensive, but it's the same system basically. Need more bolts. This is going to be like the BFA situation again, where they accidentally leave it on and people buy a couple of million of it before they patch it out. It was fish oil or something, wasn't it, for that? If I remember correctly. Some shenanigans with fish oil. Is that inspiration I see there? You do. It's going away though. There's no way to get points in it currently. Just for some reason, it's still on the flipping... It still exists.
Let's make sweet, sweet profit together.
Oh, gold goblin with a 6. Thank you, my man. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. $75, got there eventually. Now that's, I think, about as far as I can go. I don't have 300 artisan security to make this thing. I definitely don't have 20 exquisite weaver cloth bolts. Since... Oh, I could make those technically. I wonder if I should. can technically. I can cheese my way to 300 artisan security. There's not much point leveling servers, but I could cheese my way there. I'm never going to be able to craft it any better than quality 1, and I'm also not going to be able to get the others, so I might not bother. This, I think, is as far as we can get with tailoring now. Anything for a recipe that we have? Haha! Some, all, or none. Some, all, or some, sorry. Thought I've seen a new cooldown reagent like the Dracothist. It's called Blasphemite. It's basically Jewel Crafter's Diamond. You're going to have fun with that one. That's where alchemists in their alt armies are going to have a lot of fun, I think. What do the crafted trinkets look like? Any profit there? There wasn't much in Dragonflight. Honestly, no idea at this stage. Mostly because there's been no balance pass, really, on all of that sort of stuff. You never really know until smart people do their sims and BIS lists start coming out what's going to be the crafts that everybody wants. And I stay far, far away from that. I know categorically that that's a level of the game that's just not for me. I wait till people produce the BIS lists, and then we take the info off the BIS list, see what's crafted, and go, make sure you have this. So yeah. Short answer is I don't know. If everybody wants them, they'll be profitable. If nobody wants them, they won't be profitable. If we take this order, can we even theoretically produce it at quality 3? We are only able to make it at quality 2 right now. So I didn't highlight this as well as I wanted to in my video today. When I watched my video back, I realized that I could have done a much better job of this. Some of the work orders flat out will not be possible the way that they're implemented right now. The NPC work orders I'm talking about. Because some of the ones where they provide you materials, they provide you quality 1 materials half the time. And if they provide you quality 1 materials, you are like 40% skill away. Like, using top quality materials accounts for 40% of this skill. Now, I can make this at quality 3, but I have to use 87 concentration to make it happen. Which, for 57 gold, is a massive rip-off. On something I could make... Wait, hang on. Oh, you have not unlocked the necessary optional reagent slots to fulfill this order. Oh, God, so I can't even pick it up. Even though it provides all the materials and I have the recipe. Oh, Lord. Some of the materials plus 100 recipe difficulty because it's an enchanted weathered harbinger's crest. Does this only have a recipe difficulty of 150 to begin with? Okay. What? Hang on. What? Oh, it comes out at 580 because of this. That seems the most random thing. Pioneer's Perfected Cloak. I don't have the recipe. I have the mantle, the gloves, and the legs. Mantle, gloves, legs. And this is cloak. I don't have this recipe. Pioneer's Perfected Cloak. I'm not going mental, am I? Filters, learn. Pioneer's Perfected Cloak. Mantle, gloves, legs. Yeah, I don't have that recipe. This is my point. This is very much like literally stage 1 implementation. Broken as all hell. Wait, hang on. That's not even an item. Shoulders, gloves, legs. Is this work order asking for an item that doesn't even exist? Pioneer's Perfected Cloak. Yeah, that item doesn't even exist. Hang on. No, like, if you had to spec into it, it'd still show on this list down here. It doesn't even show in this list. Yeah, tailoring's still very broken. Consecrated Cloak. Okay, yeah, very broken. We have the Pioneers. Oh, no, hang on, look. This has the name Pioneer's Perfected Cloak, but in here it's only Pioneer's Cloth Cloak. Oh, Cloth Cord is the same look. It has the word perfected in it. It's some broken naming. Well, that at least we can put in a Pioneer's Perfected Cloak. Naming mismatch. Okay, sure, fine. The new engineer mount is lucky to get on a daily exploration cooldown with the profession. I think this will hit hard on the first day, but will fall like a stone through server trading on warbands. It's going to be really, by my early testing of that, it's going to be really, really difficult to put a price on it. Since the materials only come from a RNG system. Now, with enough testing, you can probably put an average price to it, but with so many materials needed to make one single mount, that like the lowest possible and the highest possible price for that thing is going to be wild. How engineers are going to put a price on that thing, I have no idea. What that usually means is that it is priced astronomically high because players have no idea how much it costs them to really get it, and they have no idea if they'll be able to get it again at that price. There's the, what is it called? Pilfering for parts or something. Yeah. It could be another one that provokes people to do a lot of testing on the beta to figure it out. If I have time to do it, I'll do it. Otherwise, somebody else smart will have to do it. Are we possibly going to get it at 70? Engineering is almost completely discovery based, meaning you could potentially level up and get access to most, if not nearly all, engineering recipes very quickly, including the mount, if you want to, and if your pockets are deep enough. Okay, well, on this character, I can safely say that being level 70, even if your professions are leveled up, either the profession quests are not implemented at all, crafting professions yet, which I think is actually more likely the case, truth be told, or there's a minimum level requirement for them to show up. Now, what I can do is replicate this again on my level 80, just to see if there's any difference. So let's put this slot
I have an extended supply of goods
in
for
here.
Outlanders.
Oh, hang on. Have I got any random pieces of cloth here? 545 piece of cloth at level 70. These BOEs are wildly... 545 item level on a BOE green for level 70. If these stay the way that they are, level 70 twinks are going to be mega powerful. Well, mega powerful? I don't know, you're 525 if you're mythic geared right now anyway, right? 545 is only a little bit more powerful. But I'm sure scaling will do its magic on that one. Right, let's log out Bo Peep. Let's log in our level 80. No, actually, I've just realised I've got shit to do on this level 80 before I switch professions. I need to go find some treasures. Alright, we'll do that. Do you think cooldown army makes sense for the mount? To my calculation, you can just perma farm for the materials for the mount. There's no real time gating on it, other than the RNG it's going to take to get the materials. Let me see if I can quickly show you. Did I just click endgame? No. On characters, do character things. Hearing. 445 would have to be a bug. Well, I don't know. They could just be strong level 70. That said, it's probably a bug. So engineering has this pilfer through parts system where you can take the parts that engineers make and you can smush them. So let's say you take bismuth bolts and you smush them. When you pilfer them, you know, see here, we got some scrap. We can do it again. And you get some scrap. You do it again. And I get some scrap. This is like a recycling system for the most part. But what you can do is you can spec into inventing and you can spec into parts. When you pilfer through parts, you now have a chance to recover components used to craft the crowd pummeler. Now, the rate in which you get them, who knows? How many points do I need to put in here? 10 to learn a sub-spec. I'm not really able to test this properly just yet. Why did I leave my engineer at only 31 skill? What was I doing? I guess what I can do. Give me this button. $10 points in theory is all you need in this tree to unlock parts, which should now give you the ability to get the crowd pummeler things. Crafting parts can now sometimes result in spare scrap. You never know what might come in handy. Okay, sure. Now, pilfer, pilfer, pilfer. Scrap. 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 Either it doesn't work or I need to put more points in it. Or I wonder if it requires you to have... I wonder if there's some hidden need to have the recipe first place. Okay. That doesn't seem very lucrative right now, does it? 1,000, 1,200. There's nearly 1,000. There's over 1,300. 1,351 items are needed to make this thing. I only got the bolts from the entropy enhancers when I tried, but didn't try much. And I had the recipe. Okay. It's also entirely possible that pilfering for parts is only half the story. Very possible it's only half the story. For example, like some of these might come from other places. So yeah, lots more testing needs to go into this, to be honest. Figure it all out. Got an enchanting recipe from Artisans, the Artisan's Quartermaster. Guess that's meant to be when I bought the Satchel of Ore for 600 acuity. Must have been broken because my character does not have enchanting. Maybe it just gives you a random... Maybe it is, you know... Maybe it is properly random. In fact, it might give you a rare recipe or a recipe. It could just give you any old recipe. It's not like if you're a miner, it's going to be able to even give you a mining recipe, is it? Will most professions be doable at level 70? Theoretically, yes. You might not be able to do them very optimally at level 70. But there's a lot we don't know yet, so... Oh, there was no second stream announcement. Did I forget to do a Discord ping? That's going to annoy people, isn't it, if I don't ping? people know. I've also just realised that I haven't got the... Whoops. Have that on. Clearly doesn't work. Unless literally nobody watching on Twitch. Okay, anyway, this was a distraction. I'm gonna get back to doing what I was actually doing. What was I actually doing? What was I actually doing? Farming treasures. I was able to send the rest to my enchanter. Well, that's cool. Kind of means that at least your gatherers have some extra value by any artisan's metal they pick up. I'm still yet to play with gathering. I should and I will get round to playing with gathering. I just haven't yet. Is the honest answer. Wait, hang on. Why is that broken? I need to go to a different zone. I need to go to somewhere which is not broken. I need to go here. Excited for the engineering mount. Wonder how much it will sell for. I at the moment don't know anywhere near enough about it to guesstimate. But the fact that you have to pilfer through parts to get some of the components will ultimately mean that those components could end up being very random in their price. It is worth noting, though, that all of the components seem to be tradable, meaning you can sell them all on the auction house. So that will at least, I guess, in some way, give a crafting cost. That is assuming they don't make one of them bind on pickup. Stupid. I don't know. It's going to be... Yeah, crafting those mounts, even if you can't craft the mounts, like, there could be a mini market just for the materials for it, even. Was Inscription fixed? I'm not sure. Inscription's been pretty broken. I'll probably check Inscription tomorrow. It's not on my list of to-dos for today. My initial, right here, right now, is I need to find a couple more of the engineering. I've got 2 more engineering knowledge point treasures to find in Azkahet. Then I can swap out engineering for something else. Still only found 2 of the enchanting rares, but if I can get all of the engineering ones, I can swap it out for maybe tailoring. And try and level tailoring as well. See if being level 80 makes any difference to getting quests to pop up or anything. Once you've dinged level 80 once, though, the theory is that the adventure mode should make everything available for level 70 for everybody, but... So, oh, we actually have a proper map now here. Oh, this place looks better now. Oh, now I need to redo a bunch of screen grabs, don't I? Half of my initial screen grabs of the map are going to be on the old pixel version. Wow. If I get really OCD, I'll go take some new screenshots, but that can wait. Now, real question more than anything is, does this zone even work today? I couldn't even fly in this zone yesterday. Where's the glyph? There's the glyph. Grab this. The new meta gems not restricted to just work orders. Can we put them on the auction house? Yes. Big advantage for everybody involved. Jewel crafters and anybody that wants them. There, you will just buy them off the auction house now. Which is, yeah, massive quality of life. Doesn't mean they'll be any cheaper, mind, but at least you'll be able, it'll be much easier to get them. Weaving supplies. Why is it in inverted commas? Particular locking mechanism on the chest features an assortment of dials in different colours. If only you knew which colours made up the correct combination. What if I do know the correct combination? Not that I do, but... Okay. All these little treasures are little things that I'll figure out eventually. I ain't got time for now. Why are you beta testing Zarelek Cavern? Half the expansion. Well, I mean... I worry just how much time we're going to spend in this zone. Because I will be honest, I don't like it. I don't like this zone. I've tried to reserve my opinion on it. But my opinion hasn't changed the more I've been in it. I still just don't like it. And I worry that as crafters we're going to spend a lot of time out here. Did you level to 80 or is this the 80 server? This character was leveled, yeah. The glyph around here somewhere. It beeped at me. How many hours? 70 to 80. I didn't time it and I wasn't doing it fast. But I would suspect that leveling from 70 to 80 is going to take your average player about an hour per level. There is a stacking buff though once you've done it once. Once you've got your first character to 80, there's a stacking 5% buff for every additional character you get to level 80. It caps at 25%, but it means your ults are going to be progressively faster every time. Or at least your first few. It's linked to an achievement. It's guess it's on somewhere. Can't remember the name. Oh, are these new? Oh, they've put the explore ones in now. They're new in this build. Resting. I don't know what it's called, but there's a stacking 5% buff. Yeah, there's a stacking 5% buff. Capped at 25. How's fishing looking? I have not touched my rod once. So, I don't know. A few people have stated that fishing... There's a lot of new fish, from what I know. There's a lot of new fish to collect. There's also... we spotted a tailoring item earlier that allows you to gain a stacking buff to your fishing skill as well. Mini knowledge point grind fishing. Not exactly as gross as the other professions, but you want to be super duper mega fisherman, fisher person. There are some interesting mechanics with fishing. Like I said, I've not looked at fishing yet, though. Oh, hello. Treasures. These are the ones I'm looking for. A book of dark magic. I am definitely looking for a book of dark magic. Book of dark magic. Book of dark magic. Enchanting. Yes, please. Where are we? 62:22. On top of the desk. That's as much as I can describe that, really. Oh shit. Is this an enchanting one? Oh, I like the fact that I got proper maps now. And there's another treasure right round the corner. Shh, let's grab this first. Enchanting, yep. What's this one? Emptied venom canister? Yes, that's the engineering one. Beautiful. Oh, one of my hunter skills are busted again. Welcome to beta. Oh? Invitation, the grand auction? The fuck are you about? I'll look at that in a minute. That seems very odd. I've picked that up literally the first time I've killed anything. If it's brand new and I should have had that years ago. What's this thing called? Emptied venom canister. Where are we standing? 63... 63:11. On the edge of the ledge. On the edge of the ledge. I'm a poet and I know it. That's engineering. Beautiful.
Hey, that's too far away.
You're documenting all of the profession's one-time treasures. Yes. I have stupid amounts of notes on everything so far. I am up to a grand total of 154 pages of notes, according to my little Google Doc. Whilst it doesn't necessarily always make for the best stream content, I'll be honest, hopefully it will be useful to people eventually. Right, there's one more, well, there's two more treasures around here somewhere, technically. For personal use, or do you plan on plastering them on Wowhead? It will go to my Patreons first, in some fashion. The honest answer is I haven't decided. It will go to my Patreons first, at the very least. Check this. Are there any alchemy cooldowns like Dragonflight? Yes, there's an entire new system. Stashed loot. Is this that one of the random zone treasures, or is that an actual treasure trip? Stashed loot. That sounds like a random treasure trip. That did give us some of this stuff. Kej. Wealth woven into the strands and saturated with aromas that convey their value to any vendor of Ajkahet. Lovely. Lovely. Delightful, that. I struggled through Dragonflight making gold. Things changed so much. I used to just grind gathering, but in Dragonflight I found myself buying multiple WoW tokens each month for gold. Multiple WoW tokens each month for gold? What are you spending on? That sounds like some pretty aggressive spending habits. The reality was Dragonflight was a bit wacky for gold making generally. You were either ahead of the curve with your professions and you knew what you were doing from day one and you capitalized on that fact, or you came in late and wondered what the hell you were meant to do and gave up very quickly. There was only really two options for Dragonflight. This is why I'm quite excited for the War Within's professions, since I feel, at least on paper, it's a fairer system. I stay on paper because it might not actually end up that way, particularly. Void Shard. This is
your backup?
This is an item I need. That's an enchanting one. I'm almost convinced of it. One-time treasures. Void Shard. That's an enchanting one. Beautiful. Where are we? Ajkahet. Are at coordinates 57, 57, 44. On the bench next to a potion making. I guess that'll do. My notes on the exact locations of these are not great, but screenshots for the win.
Is that your wallet? Or are you just glad to see me? Both, I hope.
Clinical with a prime, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Every little helps. Thank you, thank you. Nice. Nice. I need one more engineering treasure. Now, where are you going to be? Where are you going to be? Where are you hiding? Have you tested the new system you said about alchemy? I played with it a little bit. It changes most weeks, though. It's undergoing quite a lot of changes. Leading me to not yet have I actually sort of done testing that I think is going to be useful for when the expansion launches, because until they finished messing with the numbers, we can't get any final sort of you know, super useful info other than roughly how it works. I'm slowly, if you're keeping up with the YouTube channel, I'm slowly keeping up with like my first impression videos for each of the professions, and then once we've done all of those and everything starts to get like a little bit neater and tidier, we can go into the world of like deep dives where we try and break the professions down in as much detail as we possibly can. Hang on, that looks like a treasure. Then eventually, just before the launch, I would like to try and get some like leveling guides out for each of the professions. They seemed very popular in Dragonflight. How do I even get to this flipping treasure? Is it in this building? Ah, sneaky, sneaky. Is it this thing? Puppeted mechanical spider. Beautiful. Is that the last one? It is. Yeah, boy. Mm, 57. 57.39. On the table next to the inn.
Have you come to learn?
Nice. That is every engineering world treasure. Cool. This is to Dornogal. Yeah. Yeah, that's all of the Ashgahet ones. I've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, find for Enchanting, but I can swap the professions out now. Just do some gathering in Cataclysm Classic for 3.5 hours, get a token. Yeah, it's... I mostly recommend, or let me put it this way, when it comes for me suggesting to players how to like make their gold and stuff, I kind of categorize telling people to go play a completely different game as in the same league as telling somebody to just buy a token. I know that, you know, the way that Blizzard does it, it's still a Warcraft game, but it's not something I tend to like to suggest to players, even though you are right. Like, I will tell it to players as an option, but I know categorically from personal experience that I play retail. I don't play Classic. I never have played Classic. I have no desire to play Classic. Any time I am going to spend going and playing Classic is time I could be doing something else that I actually wanted. Or at least playing a game I want to be playing. I get it, and I don't consider it as, as invaluable information, but I'm cautious of suggesting it that way. What was this Grand Invitation quest? You don't meet the requirements for that quest. Well, that's the poo-poo situation, isn't it? Invitation Grand Auction. I wonder if I need to be in Azgahet for that to even work. Let's just search for it on Wowhead real fast. If it pops anything up. What was it called? Grand Auction. Levelator, chapter 3 of the campaign. Don't meet the requirements for that quest. 13 days ago. Dropped from random Nerubian mobs, same issue. Add me to the list of don't meet the requirements, and it was dropping off damn near every mob I killed while on another campaign quest. Oh, okay. It's broken. It's a please ignore situation. I get it. Alright.
My directive is to serve you.
Alchemy, blacksmithing. Let's... Yeah. Alchemy, blacksmith, crafting, leatherworking, enchanting, engineering. Okay, I've got them. Random ass mats I can put in here. That epic one. Refulgent crystal. How the flippin' hell did I get that? Oh, I wish I knew how I got that. I sure as hell hope I didn't get that out of a treasure. Oh no, I'm enchanting. I think I disenchanted an epic at some point. Yeah, that makes more sense now. Oh, I can't put scrap in there. Oh, of course, because it's soulbound. I'll have to go in here then.
My directive has been fulfilled.
Retail's more of a competitive market, which is better in my opinion. If you're strictly after game time, Classic is, it's still a way. You've got the token in Classic. I would say though that the go farming cataclysm thing is a short-lived thing because it's still, you know, brand new. Give it a couple of months when retail goes live, it'll be the same scenario. Go do some farming for 2 hours and you'll have a token. It's only because it's the tail end of an expansion in retail and brand new expansion in classic that really works, or works so well. That's not to say it won't. Classic token is cheaper for that exact reason, that it only gives you game time. Oh, 100 disc fragments. I actually completed this in the end. A meta quest. Where do we turn that in then? Bountiful Delves. Are meta quests what are considered like just important quests? Is that what that tag is? Where is this dude gone? Oh? Meet with DeGran in the... Sorry. Come with me to the Vault of Memory. Where the hell is that then? Am I in the wrong zone? We map filter. Meta quests. Time gated quests that give valuable end game rewards. Oh. Ah, so they've just called them meta quests other than like daily. I like this though. Neater, more tidy icons. Much needed. Very nice. Shrouded Path Through Time, what's that? Holiday Enthusiast quest. Oh, yeah, of course, there's been a reset, hasn't there? Dungeon ones. You get to pick your rep. Repeatable? Complete 5 time walking dungeons? Repeatable? Surely that means repeatable on different characters and not that it's a warband one, right? I've already started to suspect that some of these quests are like warband wide.
We carry the flame into the unknown.
We do the trading post stuff yet?
Come see my wares. Luck be with you.
No, apparently not.
Hi.
Oh, stupid holiday.
Off with you.
I legit don't know where this flipping quest is meant to be turned into. The Vault of Memory. I have no idea how to get to the vault. It's not clearly labelled, I ain't got a clue. The room east of the hole. East. East of the hole. Hang on, we'll go and have a look in a minute. Let me grab my reward from this dude. Crests. Key. West of the hole. Never eat shredded wheat. That way. This is west, right? No, this is just a path. Oh, the archives. Click the thing. This is another one of those. I didn't pay any flipping attention to the campaign quests, so kind of got a little lost.
Give me something to figure
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I need some time to think. Keep your eyes open.
Ooh, an upgrade. 450 cash. Bunch of gold. 571. Upgrade on the adventure path. Wink. There's gonna come a point where I'm gonna probably want to like take 2 or 3 days and just play the beta like the game has gone live and just, you know, blast for a couple of days and see where you can get to. I'm not sure ultimately how useful that's gonna be, but it's something I've thought about doing. Right, I need 4 more enchanting recipes, but what I'm going to do, considering I need so many, is I'm going to pick up tailoring. I'm going to get the tailoring treasures found. Means I need to drop engineering. Did it do it? Reload to save settings. And take a quick break because I'm busting for a pee. Back in 2. Okay. I've just spotted. If your name on Discord is waifu, and you send me a friend request, it's an instant decline. Do I look like Dr. Disrespect? Holy shit. Do you think I am? Right, let's go find some treasures, shall we? Too soon? Never too soon for Dr. Disrespect. The sooner the better from what I hear. Right, let's check the major cities for some treasures here. I need... There's one more enchanting knowledge treasure I need to find around here. And obviously 2 more tailoring ones. This little town has always been a prime candidate for treasures. Okay. Apart from the Dalaran sewer to... Oh no, what was that? No, that was a bender. Okay. Used to be that the early bird gets the worm. Now it's the younger bird. It does surprise me how just dumb some people are on the internet sometimes. I'm not really going to go into the Dr. Disrespect thing in too much detail. But when there's like random... Because I try to stay away from drama. Drama's just drama for the sake of drama half the time. But if you are going to be in conversations that could be deemed borderline inappropriate with minors on a social media platform, when you have the public facing image you do, you are fucking mental. Like,
it is our duty to preserve what we can.
Especially if you have a past history of, you know, not exactly being the most moral of people. Wild. Wild. Most surprising thing is how nonchalant he is about it. Well, I don't know about how most people would deal with something like this, but I suspect his best course of action is to disappear on a long vacation for 6 months, come back in 6 months' time. The internet has mostly forgotten. The internet forgets everything, and continue to do exactly what he does, which is stream for thousands, if not tens of thousands of people on his YouTube live stream as if nothing has ever happened. Because weirdly, you can do that on YouTube. The irony of all ironies is that if he attempted to do the same on Twitch, he might not get away with it. In a way, I believe the guy. In a way, I believe he didn't do anything that was, you know, over the line. But if you get that close to the line, the old age saying, you play with fire, might get burnt. Even if you don't put your hand in the fire, you might still, you know, The warning signs should be there. Crazy. Anyway, like I said, I'm not going to talk about it too much because it's Twitch drama and Twitch drama is silly. Stupid people be stupid. I was really hoping there'd be a treasure around here somewhere. Running out of locations to look. YouTube is for watching, Twitch is for discussions. Why I saw your stream on YouTube, came over here, because I'm a goblin full of questions. I do still have my YouTube chat open, by the way. It's not just something that I keep purely for like VOD purposes. I very much appreciate the viewership I've on YouTube. There was a period in time, and there's also a lot of people that seem to have shied away from streaming on YouTube simultaneously as Twitch, if they have a YouTube presence already, for the argument of conflict of viewership. Now, I noticed that a little bit at the beginning, but what I also slowly started to realize is that the how do I phrase this? The adoption rate for streams on YouTube is much slower. Much slower. It's super easy to get lethargic with streaming on Twitch in thinking that in just remembering how much effort it might have initially taken you to get to the point you are, right? I'm at a point where if I play World of Warcraft and I do goal making stuff, I get 50 to 100 viewers on Twitch. If I go play another game, I might only get 25 to 40 viewers if I go play another game. But the reality is the people that turn up for the most part are people that have... I mean, whenever you see a Twitch sub go off, it will showcase. There are some people that have been here for quite literally years, and I love them for it, right? That sort of like long-term building, you know, brand building, technically, the correct lingo is building a rapport, building a, you know, a personal brand out of something takes ages to do. And if you instantly start streaming randomly out of nowhere on YouTube and expect results to be anywhere near the same, you are in for a bad time. But I stuck with it for a little while, and it's actually seemingly working. YouTube live stream viewership is still not what it is, but it's also not having any negative impact on the videos I've been out there. So there's absolutely no reason not to do it in my eyes. I thought it was a TOS issue with Twitch once you're partnered. It was for a long time. They lifted those restrictions 6 months ago-ish, roughly. And practically since the day they lifted the restrictions, I've multi-streamed. And I've not seen... Let me put it this way. I've not seen any significant in decline by doing it. If anything, I think it's only added to the overall. Okay, I'm not finding a single treasure here, am I? Nvidia took a massive hit to their share price I saw yesterday. Really? What have they done? Have they gone and released a €3,000 graphics card or something? Hello, what's going on here? What's this pigeon party? Reborn cloud rooks. Okay. Wild pigeon party. Does my albatross fit in? What if I just sit here? One of us. One of us. Maybe not. What are you most excited about for the changes so far in the within or potential changes? I suspect it's going to make... Now, this doesn't personally benefit me, but I think it's good for the game. In that it potentially makes gold making fairer. For the past couple of expansions, gold making has been relatively easy to monopolize. Ooh. Oh no, that's a web-wrapped axe. That's not what I want. Gold making's been relatively easy to monopolize. I mean, Shadowlands was the epitome of that, right? If you got to the point where you were crafting and selling all of the legendaries, you could squeeze everybody else to a point where they just couldn't compete. And you then had the market yourself. It was gross, it was disgusting, but it was incredibly lucrative to do. Dragonflight was very advantageous for those who started quickly and understood the maths and understood the system in general. The War Within is adding a touch of fairness to the entire system, I believe. Meaning that any one single individual on one character is going to be limited to the amount of top quality crafts they can produce via concentration limits. Now, my hope is that this is a system that works for some time and preferably through the whole expansion. But there's also part of me that worries that it might not last that long. So I don't know.
Please stop them.
It's kind of excitement with a touch of concern.
Follow no directives but your own.
I swear I've done all of these quests before. Seemingly, maybe this is why there's 1 billion people over here. Because these quests seem to have like reset. It was bound to happen with Nvidia, the largest stock in the world. A lot of institutions investing money into it. Heard about agriculture funds investing in it. Agriculture in tech bubble much? Oh, okay. Yeah, if it gets that level of silly. I know that like didn't Nvidia have a problem? I saw something about this the other day, that their stock has risen in value so much that a large portion of their like senior development team have just gone, I'm retiring, I'm done. Like their stock has gone from being, you know, they had stock options worth $100,000, which are now worth multiple millions, and they're just like, yeah, I'm out of here. See you later. Which is clearly problematic. If you almost missed the stream, welcome in, my dude. Welcome in. Sorry, I'm putting some people's watch streak in jeopardy by doing these random bonus streams, I know, but... The quest here as well. Where are you? Peacekeeper something or other? What is this quest? This is a new quest. Outside some village. Goblin Imbu believes that what goes up must come down, and Nvidia stock is no exception. It's usually true. The more I've played this game over the years, the more I've also realised that there are so many crossovers you can make playing this game into the real world. And in some regards, I suspect playing the stock market in the real world might even be... Now, don't shoot the messenger here, and this is not sound financial advice. There's part of me sometimes that thinks that playing the real stock market is probably easier than playing, like, World of Warcraft market. Simply from the fact that in the real world, people are generally more cautious. Especially with money. In a video game, wild shit happens because there are people out there that couldn't care less. I'd be in favour of a 5% tax in real life, not gonna lie. Well, yeah, 5% auction house tax would be wonderful, IRL. I live in Finland where tax rates and VAT is soon to actually increase, and it's already astronomically high. What are you gonna do? I can't find a single flipping tailoring treasure. I'm convinced there's got to be one in Dornogal somewhere. There's my little list of them. I'm also missing another enchanting one. Tailoring. Which one sounds like it comes from... Dornogal Seam Ripper. Now, if that's not located in Dornogal, I don't know what is. You certainly didn't already collect them on this character. Yeah. All of mine so far that I've collected are in the bank. It'll be around here somewhere, I just haven't found it. Did the treasures just show on the minimap? In theory. There is some phasing issues with some of them, which is why some of them are more difficult to find than others. But I've not had too many issues. Oh! It's all about being in the right place, look. Speak of the devil. Dornogal Seam Ripper. There she be. You just gotta believe, boys and girls. Believe. Believe in yourself. 63. 23. Next to sleeping cat. Back off. That's a good enough description for me. Formatting to do real quick. Ah, no. Okay, we're off to the races. One. Do you only play Warcraft? Tarisland seems popular. Yes, that's because everybody is being paid to play it. Give it a week. Give it a week until people's paychecks stops. For the most part, I pretty much play World of Warcraft. We have dipped our toes in the water a lot more with other games. Just at the moment, it's kind of peak World of Warcraft season, so. My new touring name is Hawk Tour. Spit on that thing. The definition of random shit going viral. Right, the question is do I look for the other... I've got 1 Enchanting and 1 Tailoring knowledge point still to find in the Isle of Dawn somewhere. I don't know where I haven't looked. Yep, that Pixel Satisfactory. Saw you had a few hours in that. Pixel Satis... You call in Factorio Pixel Satisfactory? Yeah, I got a few hours played in that one. Yeah, if I was to play literally anything other than World of Warcraft, it's factory sim games. Satisfactory, Factorio, ESP, there's a bunch of them. Foundry we played recently. YouTube chat is not abandoned, sorry. No, I haven't done the Final Fantasy expansion. Final Fantasy was a game I tried for a little while, but I didn't really get too deep into it. The irony is the one thing that appealed to me most in Final Fantasy was the potential of like making lots of gil and buying real estate. Like that was gonna be my end goal. As soon as I saw the player housing in Final Fantasy, I was like, this could be my end game. But truth be told, the game didn't grab me well enough. And I always had this kind of feeling at the back of my mind that 2 MMOs, you can't play 2 MMOs, I'm sorry. You can play 1 MMO and then put it down and go play another. But I don't think there's anybody that can really play 2 MMOs. Both Final Fantasy and World of Warcraft kind of will steal all of your time if you let them. So I don't know. What am I drinking? Just Finnish beer. Nothing special. Cheeky sandals. Wasn't he a colonel or something? I don't know. I don't know what the logic is here. Weird rules about advertising alcohol on the internet, so I won't show you the can. Are there some epic crafting tools? I think blacksmithing is going to get an epic tool again. Not really. Not really, not yet. If everything goes to plan, I would expect them to use crafting tools as well, my suspicion throughout Dragonflight was always that I expected them to release a second tier, or I guess an epic tier of crafting tools. And I guess that epic tier of crafting tools would be like the final patch catch-up sort of thing. Never happened. This building's It never happened. And I don't know if that's because it just got axed. Or they just straight up never intended to do it. I don't know. But it'd be nice if they did. The one thing I would really like... Can I get in this cart? Wait, hang on. Can I get in this cart?
I need to target something first.
Does this go in here? Or is it going to punt us off as we get to the door? I haven't tried doing this before. Finished beer, but you already finished it. Ba-dum-tsh. Right, what's the chance it disconnects us? Instant disconnect incoming. Ah, no, it just despawns. Fun police. It's a shame.
Our miners had to leave their tools behind when the Nerubians attacked. Please retrieve them.
Could be some in this cave, I suppose. We're not having much luck this evening. My exploration skills are clearly not up to scratch. I'm running out of geographical locations to check. Hang on, why is this a quest all of a sudden? Found what's this? Search for clues as to where the Arathi went. This coming build has reset a bunch of quests. I'm convinced of it, because I swear I've already done half of these quests. I'm almost convinced I've done these quests before. Damn it, now I want a beer. I mean, plenty of time. Whether you have one or not, that's the question. Wait, hang on. Why have I got flipping tar trap all of a sudden? Oh, yeah, my talents are all over the place. Because they've flipping gone and reset talents, haven't they? They've changed shit. Now I don't need tar trap. I can have trank shot instead. I don't know what they've changed. Damage of explosive shot is increased. Sure. Cannot be slowed below 80%. Whilst aspect of the cheat is active. Maybe I do take tar trap just because everything else is stinky. Reduce damage whilst camo's up. Can't flip it, no. Brain death and aspect of the turtle removes poison and disease effects. How boring. That's an end of talent and end of tree talent. How incredibly boring. Guess it's the PvP option, I guess, right? I don't care, that'll do. What we got over this side of the world? What's changed over here? We've lost everything down this side of the tree. Left was more fun. Kill command double charges, a bunch of stomp business. Wait, barrage gives beast cleave? Hello? Did it always? It didn't always give beast cleave, did it? Interesting. Do I want a button to press, or do I just want crows to do crow things? I just want crows to do crows things, honestly. What have we got somewhere around here that's stinky? Kind of light blood frenzy, honestly. Can I get blood frenzy without sacking something else? That one. That was an unnecessary distraction, but we take it. Take it. I was a cooking trainer here. Are you gonna sell anything interesting? Apparently not. General goods. Do I live in the States? No, I live in Finland. I live in Finland, but I'm definitely not Finnish. You know that. Welcome in. Where are these last two knowledge point things? This is such a monstrous waste of time, you know, because I probably should just ask other players to go find these for me. But I want the screenshots, so I kinda need to find them myself as well. Random Bruto? Asshole. How long have you been there for? Almost 10 years at this point. More than that, believe it or not. A long time. I've lived in... Oh, disconnect? Finnish internet heard me. Have you seen the changes they've done to the affixes in the dungeon? I don't do Mythic Plus, truth be told, so it doesn't make a blind bit of difference to me because I don't really care for Mythic Plus. But I've even seen that the even some of the changes has caused people to riot, and I don't understand why. You ask Blizzard to listen, and then they listen, and then you riot all the same. I don't get it. I don't get it. I genuinely don't. But I've never enjoyed Mythic Plus. So I can't really generate much of an opinion on it, if I'm honest. Who changes all around can't make everybody happy. That's very true. As soon as you learn to not try and make everybody happy, you'll probably do a much better job of keeping at least some people happy. Oh, is Team NA down for... No, wait, hang on. Just waiting for while my game is down for 48-hour maintenance. I guess you're not even playing WoW then.
The fall of Dornogal
Who has a
shattered
48-hour
countless
maintenance?
irreplaceable artifacts of immense
Yeah.
power. It is our duty to preserve what we can.
It's a world quest? Oh, this is a world quest. Oh, you play Final Fantasy now? Okay, I see. Sense? Oh, this dude ripped me a new one a while ago. Can we kill this fella now? I reckon we can, right? Those round. Only trank shot on 4. That's far too prime a keybind. Sanguine and bolstering's gone. Everybody's at least a little bit happy.
I need to target something first.
150 rep for killing a rare. I wonder if those are like 1 times. It must be 1 times, right? They're not going to be repeatable, surely. Blizzard wouldn't make that mistake. Right, I am slowly but surely starting to get to the point where I'm running out of patience trying to find the treasures in the zone. I knew this would happen at some point. Hit a wall. When they did the rework that 1 week, they made it so you could have Beast Cleave on a mid cooldown burst instead of every 5 to 6 seconds or every 2 minutes. The Hunter changes have been generally pretty good. I'm not exactly the kind of person that pushes my characters to the limits. I'm way more mid-core for that sort of shenanigans. But from what I've seen, most people have really enjoyed the changes, which is good. Rare. Ah, Adventures of the Isle of Dawn. Complete 10 of the following special encounters. Nice. Don't mind if I do. And 477 bind to Warbound until equipped. It's actually an upgrade. No, it's not an upgrade because it's stinky cloth. But at least shit you get from rares. Warbound until equipped. Insta send that to my mage. Cheeky little instant upgrade once he dings 80. That I kind of like. What level do you have to be to make Blasphemite? Presumably you can start doing it from level 70. We don't really think there's many stumbling blocks in the way of you being able to level up your professions, at least initially, to do stuff like that. You might need to be certain levels before you get sort of like your weekly knowledge quests or your crafting order quests or something along those lines, but they don't seem to be implemented yet, so find out soon, TM. But in terms of leveling the professions, you should have no issue with like straight leveling them from level 70. 68 probably, technically. Hang on, that looked very treasury. What we got going on here? Grinded earthen gem. That sounds good news to me. That sounds very good news to me. That tailoring one. Like a very odd tailoring. Oh, what is that? Grinded earthen gem. Oh no, grinded earthen gem. It is an enchanting one. I'm just being dumb. Please ignore me. I am being dumb. Where are we? 57. Technically. 58.62. Next to the... Cool. One more. Yoink. Hang on. Earthen measuring tape. There's the other one. Like buses. Where'd it go? Here it is. Next to the general goods vendor. There's a pattern emerging here. Be the tailoring one. Tailoring. Mm, 56. On. Next to the general goods vendor. Deja vu. What's this one? Earthen tape measure. Oh, get my bags out of the way. No, stop. Nice. Right, that... Why did it not do it? Why did you not move? There we go. That, boys and girls, is a relatively convenient stopping point for me. I accidentally started the stream a little bit late.
Both, I hope.
Doppelbock, thank you very much for the 6. I appreciate it. I will return in the morning in about, well, in fact, in exactly 12 hours' time, I think. I'm going to go maybe catch up with the football. I'm maybe going to go chill for a couple of hours, go to bed, and we'll get up and continue again tomorrow. Thank you all for joining this evening. I've appreciated the conversation. I think I say this at the end of every stream at the moment, and I kind of apologise for apologising, but we're in beta season. It's going to be slow. It's going to be very methodical. It may not necessarily be high-pitched, frantic gaming action, but of course it's all in preparation for when the expansion goes live, and we get to then absolutely blast and not have to worry about figuring shit out. That's the plan, at least, anyway. So thank you all for joining me on this little adventure. We'll be back tomorrow. Or tomorrow for me, later today for some of you, I imagine. Thank you once again. Have a good one, and I will see you next time. Peace. Fantastic timing with the music as well.